Greetings to you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Martin Mashega. Welcome back to Shexa's YouTube channel. Today I'm going to take you through network configurations and RSH installation and configuration. And if time permits, we shall also do SSH configurations. So with the SSH, we just need, with RSH, it's remote shell, which is used to remotely connect to another node or another computer. And we will need to run remote executions. We will need to log in remotely. And we also have SSH, which shall be used for connections, secure connections. RSH is no longer that secure, so we will rely on SSH. But RSH, we just need it because if SSH fails, then we can revert to RSH. So let's get into it. If you like the stuff that I'm uploading, please give me thumbs up, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you get notified whenever we upload a new video on this channel. Right, so let's get into the technical detail. So you have to open this. All right. You have to open this node. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So previously on the management node, we have disabled the firewalls SE Linux, and we have set the host names. Right. So what we want to do first is to check the IP addresses. So these are the IP addresses that we have. That one and that one, and this one is the one that is giving us internet access. Just check. Let's just ping Google's IP address. Right, it's responding, so we have internet access. So the IP address for this one is 192.168.206.130. So this let's go and check this one. It's just clear, and then IP is right. This one is 131, meaning to say this one is going to be 132. Let's clear first. IPAS, and this one is 132. Alright, so let's ping 192.168.206.132. So this is 132. Let's ping 131. It's responding. You can see. Let's ping 130. It's responding. Right, but these IP addresses are assigned dynamically. So the next time we log in, we might find out that the IP address is changed. If I change the network if I change my host network, definitely virtual machines IP addresses will also change because they are basing or they are relying on hosts in network. So we need to set the IP addresses. We need to set the static IP addresses. However, before we do that, we need internet access. So these IP addresses, these are the ones that are giving us internet access. So we need to install something that comes from the internet before we set static IP addresses. So the file that is giving us the file that we can configure the network is available in etc sysconfig network scripts ifconfig, and the file name is this one. So this is the file that we need to edit. But what we want to do is we want to save this file somewhere else. So what we do, we just ls here to see the folders that we have, make directory, and give it a name, Shexa files, right, ls, we have that, right? So we want to copy the file that is the file that is in etc sysconfig, then network scripts, and then if config like this, en, so this is the file ens33, right? Okay, we didn't specify the destination. We want to copy this to home, Shexa multi, and then Shexa files. I want to copy it there. So let's just check the contents of Shexa file. We have that file, right? So if we make any mistakes in that file, we can just copy this and replace the one that we have in this folder, right? So let's now edit this file. Let's not edit it first. Let's install the required services. So let's just let's just do this process for all the nodes. This is compute. Let's just exit, enter, right? We want to make sure that we see the computer name here. Switch user. Right, let's do the same here. This one is already shown. So let's make a directory. Make directory called Shexa files, then enter, and then copy the files in etc sysconfig network scripts, and then if config ens3, want to copy these to home Shexa multi. We do want to copy it to Shexa files, and then that, right? Let's do the same for our management node. Right. Switch user 1 2 3 4. Right, to make directory. What's the name of the directory? Shexa files. Right, now copy from etc sysconfig network scripts, and then if config ens33, want to copy this to home Shexa multi Shexa files, we are done. Right, so we are now keeping this file as a backup network file. Right, so what we want now is, as we are having internet access right now, we have to install RSH. So let's ping Google to check if we have internet access. Yes, we have it. Let's clear the screen. Clear. Right, so what we want to do, we want to install yum install RSH and RSH server. Right, it's now installing. Yes, right, installation is complete. We do the same. Let's clear first. Let me say you install RSH and RSH server. Right. Yes. 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 Okay. Right, it's complete. Let's go and do the same here. You install RSH and RSH save. Then let's just put -1 to avoid being asked yes or no. Right, it's complete. The installations are complete. Right, so let's now set the network. We now want to set static IP addresses for our network. We now want to set static IP addresses for our network. Right, so how do we set the network IP addresses? We just have to say open UTC sysconfig and then run network script, and then if config ens33. Right, so in here we want to change the boot protocol here to say our network shall be using static IP addresses, and then specify the IP address here to 10.10.0.1. Alright, so this is our management node which we are giving this IP address, and then we give it net mask of 255.255.255.0, and then we save and change on put here must be yes. Let's say yes already. Let's just comment out all IP version 6. Let's comment all IP version 6 lines. We don't want them. We don't want IP address version 6. let escape colon right and quit. Right, this is exactly what we want. So we want to save that as well, that file as well. So we say cp, we say copy that to Shexa files, and we say if cfg enss 33 static. Right, let's please. Right, so this is, we now have Shexa files. We have these two files. So if we say vi Shexa files, okay, let's say home, Shexa Martin, Shexa files. If v static, you will see that this is the files with static IP addresses. So we have backup of static IP address network configuration file and the backup for DHCP based IP addresses. Right, so if we say IP AS now, you can see that okay, it's still this IP. Okay, we didn't restart the network, so let's restart the network. System control restart network dot service. Right, check IP address. Right, it must be 10.10.1. So this is the new IP address that we have. If we try to ping 192.168.206.132, you won't get to that. And if you try to ping 8.8.8.8, you won't get the internet access. Right? So we are done setting up this. So let's go into the cell here. Right, so here we want to open UTC sysconfig network scripts, and then if config ems db. Right, you now know where to change. We want to change the DHCP here, and we want to put static over there, and then here we put IP address, which is 10.10.10.2. Right, and then we put the net mask 255.255.255.0, and then we comment out this. All IPv6 lines are going to be commented. Right, escape colon right click. Oh, what's happening? Escape, right? Escape colon Right, let's now copy that to if config, and then here we put static. Right, we can now restart our network. Session control, restart network. Now say IP address. We now have this. Let's try to ping 10.10.0.1. It's replying, but if you try to ping 192, it won't, because they're not in the same network. But we do the same for this node. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, that's my password. And then we want to open VR UTC config network script, and then if config ENS33. Right, so this one I want to change here to static. Right, and then we put the IP version for password and IP address here. Address goes to 10.10.0.3. Right, and then we comment out all these. Comment that, comment that, comment that, comment that, comment that. Right, I think we are done. On boot it must be yes. Right, escape, colony, right, and quit. But this one we need to copy it to if config and have it as static, and then save. Right, we do network system confirm restart network. Right, and let's check this here. Right, we now have that. Can I ping 10.10.0.1? Yes. Can I ping .2? Yes. So these nodes are now communicating. So we are done setting up a static network address. Is then the next thing that we need to do is we've installed RSH on all our nodes. What we now need to do is to do the configuration for our RSH. Right, so we'll start with the management node. Right, let's just clear this. Right, we've installed. Let's check if we have successfully installed RSH. So to do so, you say with rpm press on QA, and then you say grep RSH. Okay, I made a mistake in the command there. Supposed to be this. This is space there. Right, we have those two RSH services installed. Right, so what do we need to do now? We need to start and enable RSH. So to do so is system control started it. Let's now enable it. Enabling is done to make sure that on the next reboot or on the next system boot, it's going to start enable. Right, it's enabled. Right, let's now configure remote login. System control, start our login to its socket, and then we have to enable it. This our login, then enable. Right, it's enabled. Let's start remote execution. Right, and enable this remote execution. Right, I'm sure we are done here. Let's now set up the host equivalent, those machines that we want to remotely connect it from. So we open a file that is in UTC, and there's the host. Was dot equiv. Right, in there we want to put management. We say insert management. Right. Management, enter compute 1, enter compute 2, and then escape, right, and quit. Right, so let's open another file that is in root, and it's called host. Then we do the same management, enter compute 1, enter compute 2, and then we save, right, and quit. And then we need to add the services to a file called SecureNet. Security. Alright, we open that, we press I, we edit those services to the end. It's iOS agent. And then our execution. Right, we escape, we right click, right. Then we open UTC host. Right here we have to just comment out this line, insert and comment out that line, and then add our IP addresses with the respective computer names 10.10.0.1, and this one is the management. Then we have 10.10.7.2, which is the compute 1. And then we have 10.10.0.3, which is compute 2. Alright, we escape, right and quit. we have to restart the services. System control restart rsh.socket. We have to restart our login as well. We have to restart our execution. Right. Now we can RSH. And it's now working. RSH management. We are in the management. Let's RSH. It's unfortunate that we haven't configured the other nodes. So let's now go and configure the other nodes so that we can RSH to them. And let's just click over here and then request if we have our RSH installed. Right, we have it installed. Now let's start the service. System controller, start rsh.socket. Start a socket, and we also enable it. Enable the socket. Right. Let's now configure our login and remote execution. So do system control. So it's just starting to happen. Enable. There's an extra E which you cannot find there. We enable it, we start. Our login, our execution, not execution, we start it, we enable it. Right, so let's now go and edit the host. It management compute 1 compute 2, then we escape, right quit, right to also go to /dot almost. Right, enter. In there we see management, enter compute 1, enter compute 2, escape, right, and quit. Right, we are done. Now let's go and add the services to security. UTC Security. And then in here we add the services. Enter RSH and our execution. Escape. Complete. Right. I think that we're done. Then add the service. Add the compute nodes with their respect to their IP addresses to crossfire VI UTC CentOS. And then here, let's just comment this line, and then go to the image space, and here put management is 10 to 0.1, and then we have compute 1, which is okay. Let's say 10 to 0.1, and this is our management, and then 10 to 0.2, which is our compute 2, and then 10 to 0.3, this is compute 3. Escape. Right, and quit. Right, you're done. Okay, now restart system control. Restart. Is dot socket. Restart is socket. We also have to restart. Not execution here. Alright, let's now test RSH. Management. We are in management now. It's RSH. It's passwordless. RSH compute. Okay. Right. So RSH is done on these 2 nodes. Let's go to here. Right here, what we want now is we need to configure RSH. Let's do. So we are just repeating what we have been doing on the previous 2 nodes. RPM QA RSH. Just want to check whether it's installed. It's not. Right, it's successfully installed. Right. Let's start the socket and enable it. System control. Start. RSH. Let's enable it. Right, let's now configure not locking remote. So start not locking. Right, remote execution. Right, we are done. There's now wait in post names. Right, so we're just repeating what we have been doing in the previous month. We take the nodes row to root, remote host. to add the services to security. Then we have UTC as and here we have to comment on this line enter and then put 10.10.0.1 which is for management, and 10.10.0.2 which is compute, and 10.10.0.3 which is compute 2. Escape, right input, right, let's now start. Let's just restart our sockets. Right, this RSH we are done. Let's now test. 10.10.0. When management, you can RSH using IP address or using the computer name. So we are done with configuring IP addresses that are static and also remote shell or RSH. Right, let me check my time. Right, I don't want my tutorials to exceed 5 minutes. I want them to be between 40 and 60 minutes. So this marks the end of this tutorial. Next time we'll get into SSH, NFS, NIS. Once you're done with the configurations, we can now start to install some applications. Right, so thank you very much for watching this tutorial. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you don't miss out any new video that I upload on this channel. Thank you very much for being with me on this channel. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.